Okay, honeybees, good evening. Let's have a different little chat than the one we had before. I made a little lemonade drink. I'll tell you about that, but more importantly, I want to talk about doubt and devotion and how that can be a growth space, a jumping off point, right? So, bear with me. In the newsletter this morning, I was talking about questioning God, right? And the different ways we've made God in our image instead of actually allowing the divine to speak to us. But that's beside the point right now. But doubt can be a space of growth when we approach it without shame. And that's kind of the key right there, is approaching your doubt without shame, approaching your questions, your curiosities, in general, things about yourself without shame, right? Not everything has to be like, ooh, I feel bad about this. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want anybody to know I feel this way. That doesn't help. That doesn't allow you any growth. And when you're in devotional spaces or religious healing spaces, spiritual healing spaces, you really need to allow your soul the questions that it has and actually treat them on purpose. Come to them on purpose and make room for them in your life or make room for them in your practice, right? So when I say doubt can be a jumping off pad, that's what I really mean. If you have questions about, why do we approach God this way? Why are there these feelings about God? Why are some people freaked out about potentially disrespecting God and others almost insistent upon it in a reactionary way, right? All of these different things. Anyway, I'm a big fan of questions, and I just really, really, really invite you all, everybody, everywhere, myself included, to ask a bunch of questions, to get really, 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 really curious, especially right now, when all the various powers that be would like to be in control of the things that influence you and the things that subconsciously help direct your life, right? This is really a time to begin practicing interruptive thought on purpose. Where does my reaction come from? Where does my response come from? When did I learn this? How did I learn this? And why? What were the motivations of my teacher? The experiences of my teacher? And, our teachers aren't always people that we know in our lives. Sometimes they are. Naturally, our parents, our teachers, like literal school teachers, stuff like that, but also TV shows, cultural events, lessons that we learn, and the way we interpret those lessons, and the way we interpret those lessons over time, because ideally your narrative is changing over time. So anyway, this whole thing is just to say that doubt can be a space of blessing. I'm not saying insecurity to the point of being unable to make any decisions or always feeling overwhelmed by options, but just allowing your doubt and your questions to be explored, and giving yourself the space to be a questioning individual. Anyway, the drink, cranberry raspberry cocktail stuff. Calypso lemonade, because I love this stuff. I'm sorry, I will drink this until I die. And then a little adult mixer things, because every time, it might get flagged anyway and won't show as much, and that's whatever. So anyway, a little Absolute, which is not my favorite at all, but the man likes that one, and so he brought some home, and it's not bad. Plus, fuck Tito's, because Tito's supports the orange Cheeto. So anyway, love you guys.